This IBC is one of the few laws in this country which is very, very seriously time bound. And from what we have seen, and this is purely on the ground that we have seen, and it's backed by data. This is the first law which talks about obligations and things that have to be done in terms of number of days. In our country, we always spoke about a litigation context or any kind of any legal proceeding in the context of number of years, from years coming into days and actually trying to abide by it to the extent possible. There's a lot of criticism. IBC is not working, very slow. It takes 2 years, 3 years. When we were looking at a scenario where we were looking at 10 years, 8 years, 5 years for a litigation or a restructuring, now if that has been brought down to 1 or 2 years, you're way, way better off. You're much better off. So yeah, so this is just to give you an idea of, like, for example, to your invitation for expression of interest has to come within T plus 75. T is the date of commencement. Within 75 days, when the insolvency commences, expression of interest by a third party has to be brought in who wants to bring in a resolution plan to a company. And probably, basically, in simple language, the investor or bidder or the new potential promoter who wants to show interest in the company. Receipt of resolution plan, another one example, let's look at that. T plus 135. So within 135 days from insolvency commencement, the resolution plans must have come in. Of course, it doesn't, again, it takes more than that. But then at least we are targeting for something so ambitious. We have, thankfully, thanks to this ambitious target, improved to a large extent. On the left-hand side of your screen, you see just a sample of a EOI in the case of SR Steel. Basically, they set out an eligibility criteria based on which, if you're interested to bid for a company, you can bid for a company, and what you need to do, confidentiality undertaking, so on and so forth. Those details are there, by when you have to do timelines and all of that. So once there's an expression of interest, you put up a resolution plan, as in the third party will put up a resolution plan, and if it goes through, resolution happens, very good. The next slide, the next image here, resolution versus recovery, this is always a challenge. Um, as I said, the objective is for resolution, but unfortunately, what we see on the ground is that also a lot of times resolution is not the actual focus of the creditors, especially financial creditors. Their focus is on the recovery. Litigation is a byproduct of IBC. It keeps happening that way. And if things don't go in the right direction, if you don't have a prospective person interested to take over the company will go to liquidation.